Hey, welcome to Tuesday Night D&D with DM Kalsto.
Hello,
Welcome,
everyone.
everybody.
Tuesday. Uh, Unfortunately, our druid is not feeling too well tonight, but she may pop in a little bit later depending on how the power nap goes. But we do have, thankfully, Vel pitch hitting that one. So we'll get right into Vel's journal from last session, and then we'll get into a mini recap.
I know where Vash is. A blonde woman on the other side of this Bridge of the Dead has him. I've told the others about what he left me with. If the boss didn't keep trying to break down my walls, I probably would have stayed in that room forever. Douglas is stopping me from getting to him, though. He won't be specific on why. Something about a treaty violation. He was very adamant about getting me to promise to wait. The boss, Bram, and I went to collect whatever of Vash's belongings that may have remained in the Venture Brothers store, while Serena and Amelia went to find out what happened to Zoop's group after last night. I'm uneasy, to put it lightly. We should just be going to get him if we know where he is. But Serena was clever enough to stick me with the two people who wouldn't let me wander off.
All right, go ahead and take your inspiration. And picking up right where you left off, so you guys were at Adventure Brothers going through some security crystal footage that you weren't even aware that was there until you got there. Unfortunately, unable to find Vash's broken sword that you had to leave behind. Seemingly, it got taken away as part of an insurance claim from the shop. Did find out a few interesting things from the crystal. You did see the large impression of the orc that exited out the side of the building.
Yeah.
And you also acquired a couple of things off the wall while people weren't looking. But picking up where we left off from that one, at the jail. I believe this is just the two of you, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Marius is still back at the house, and Bram is with everybody else.
So, first question. Is the jail a building in and of itself, or is it part of another building?
Thankfully, it's a pretty peaceful town, so it's part of like a series of buildings. It's almost like a building with a courtyard in the center. I'm sure there's a more appropriate name for this. I'm just not thinking of it right now. And so you can go in, and a portion of it is kind of dedicated to the jail.
All right. Any ideas on how we're going to get him out? Did they tell you which one was grabbed?
Oh, I think multiple of them were grabbed. I mean, you were there too.
All right. Well, here goes nothing, I suppose.
Oh, and before you walk inside, I wanted to confirm, because I don't remember if we came up with our permanent answer. What was our transfer to and from?
I don't think we're going with the transfer sheet.
Then you need to communicate that with Amelia, because that was not communicated to me.
Your
Yeah,
fake doc still says transfer.
Yeah, we discussed that. That transfer will look very suspicious.
So what was your final paperwork?
Really underestimate how lazy people can be.
Well, we can certainly give it a shot. I'll go in, see if I can't get any information. And then you come in posing as a guard for the transfer.
All right. Is there any way you can get me armor that would look like guards?
And just to bring up a fair point, because it does matter here, which guard?
There are also several guard that people.
There should be, if you're looking for guard armor, you've got one of a few methods. Either you can glamour it up, you can go raid the armory, or you can take it from an unsuspecting guard. I would recommend one of the first two options. How practical of a disguise are you looking for?
I don't have disguise self, if that's what you're asking.
Well, that could certainly be a problem. Okay, let's maybe reverse this. I'll handle the transfer, and you go in and find out the information. Hell, I mean, to be honest, we might even be able to just persuade them to let them go if it's a minor offense.
So what's the plan?
I mean, they've seen me hang around them, or they may know I'm tipsy fuck. In which case, I get shoved in there with them.
Okay, so what do you want to do here?
You're the one who can disguise themselves easily, so you going in would be the good option.
Yes? What are you going to be doing?
Keeping an eye out.
Alright. It shouldn't be too long. Before she actually walks in the door, she's gonna kind of like, is there like a window to the main desk?
No, there's just like two sitting desks. So as you walk in, because everything kind of goes to this one main entrance, there are two guards sitting at tables in front of you, and then there's one guard sitting next to a door to the left. There's a door to the right that is unguarded, and then there's a door behind the guards.
I'll establish a connection to Amelia before I enter, and then I guess I will go ahead and wander in.
And you're in disguise, I assume?
Yeah, she's using her April disguise, so blonde wood elf.
Sure. All right, so as you walk on in, the two gentlemen at the desk are like having some sort of a conversation, don't really notice you right away. The other guard kind of like nods at you. And then he like sits there, clears his throat. Oh, sorry. Welcome. Can I help?
Yes, I heard there was a disturbance over at, and I can't remember the name of the inn, but you'll
Something
say it
tankard.
again.
The Rusty Tankard Inn?
Yeah, the Rusty Tankard Inn.
I'm not certain myself. Why do you ask?
Some associates of mine were apparently arrested.
Hold on. Hey, Captain? Just let me get my supervisor. He'll know better than I do.
She kind of, or she just, yeah, she nods and waits patiently.
The other gentleman kind of looks. Yes, what is it? She says one of her friends got arrested. Something about a disturbance, but I don't have any disturbances noted. What are your friends' names?
That's a really great question. She doesn't know which ones were,
I'll be cheap. I know
I
you know
mean,
two of them.
well, yeah, she doesn't know which Two were
I'm
arrested.
pretty sure Misfit and Vel said one of them out loud to you.
I am terrible with names. I cannot
Fumble.
remember. Fumble?
Fumble.
Fumble?
Fumble was the one that we had eyes on.
Okay. A fumble?
Wait, did you lose something or are you looking for a person?
Oh, no, that's their name. They're kind of a quirky sort.
Weird name.
Mm,
It's
I know.
actually kind of quiet. Like, wait here. And what did you say your name was?
April.
One moment. Let me see what I can find out. Just the one?
I've heard that his friend was also with him, but I'm not sure.
And his name?
Oh, he would know him better than I.
No. Right there, I'll be back. That he goes out through the right door.
As he's going to leave, I may as well activate this. I'm going to get some surface thoughts off on him. What kind of impression am I getting?
He's just basically like, I hate it when people do this.
Okay.
Look for this person. Look for that person. Whenever I ask how my days. The guard in the center, just because you're nearby, you can pick him up, is thinking about what he has for lunch. He's not sure what his wife packed him. And then the other guard on the left-hand side has an itch that's been bothering him for about 20 minutes. That's your room, though. Anything you want to do until he gets back?
Do you know what kind of lunch your captain prefers?
I don't know. Never eat lunch together.
Does he usually eat lunch?
Well, yeah, we don't take our breaks at the same time.
It just seems like a very busy sort.
Yeah, I don't know. Guards like most food, I guess. Sometimes people bring stuff. Sometimes the bakery brings pastries in the morning. Everybody loves pastries.
Is there like a sandwich shop within like a minute or so of this place?
There's probably places you can get a sandwich, but I wouldn't say like a sandwich shop. You'd have to just find like a place that makes food. Small town living.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, you watch as the other individual comes back. Yeah, it looks like there's a big guy named Fumble that got arrested.
Oh, well. What was he arrested for? Hopefully nothing serious.
Something to do with theft?
Theft?
Yeah, and murder too, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, suspected for having something to do with the incident at the Adventure Brothers store last night.
Really? Would I be able to talk to him?
Unfortunately not. Him and his compatriots are currently being held in secure cells.
That is quite unfortunate. And she's going to immediately relay this to Amelia. Apparently, Fumble and his associates have been arrested for theft and murder under suspicion of having something to do with the Adventure Brothers incident.
Hey, Serena.
Yes?
You still reading the room?
That depends on how long it took.
Roll, how long does it last?
A minute.
Oh, no, I wouldn't. Roll an insight check, though.
I can do that.
Ask him when they're going to be questioned and where, or not where.
Trudy, you kind of notice like a bead of sweat kind of like drip down the side of this guy's face. Looks really nervous.
Is something wrong?
Oh, no, just a busy day, a lot going on. Didn't have my morning coffee. The other guard's like, I told you I'd bring you a cup. Shut up!
Well, when sorry, I'm not. Sometimes he can get himself into minor trouble, but never anything like this. When is when is he going to be questioned or possibly released?
I'm not really sure, but you're welcome to wait here as long as you want.
What time of day is it?
It was about 1 o'clock by the time we all got out, so probably like 1:30. Here, why don't you we'll get lunch. I'm sure we'll get some answers at some point.
Sure.
Sure. Hey, rookie. He'll kind of tell him to go get some food. It's like, do you like what do you like?
Oh, does this place have a sandwich shop? I know you said there wasn't one close by, but
There's places that will make sandwiches. You can ask for a sandwich.
yeah. There's this
Oh,
lovely place that makes the most delectable sandwiches.
I like that. They got the crunchy bread. Like, all right, just go get, and he'll take down your guys' order and send him off. And you have a seat while they wait.
So
All
how's your day been?
Fairly busy. Just you know,
You look like you ran much of the operation here.
well, a lot of processing and things to come in. It doesn't sound very, very exciting, but believe me, it's very important to the work we do.
She says that telepathically to Amelia. I'm sitting down for lunch with the captain at the moment. One of the guards is going out to get sandwiches. I'm not sure if he's actually about to just go report me to someone or not.
Oh, I'm already following him.
Perfect. The captain did seem kind of nervous.
I will say though, Slumber. So as you follow down the road, he's definitely going to a sandwich place. However, in the direction riding towards you, away from where you're following Sandwich Man, you see 4 guards on horses galloping in the direction you just came from.
You have 4 horsemen coming in to greet you.
Oh, that's absolutely lovely.
What did you tell them?
I mentioned that it was an associate. I guess that was enough.
I really should have gone in, huh?
Look, don't you think it'd be even the slightest bit suspicious if a complete stranger came in asking about a random prisoner? You need to have
No.
some relation.
No, you don't.
All right.
There was a huge murder happening in a guard. You saw someone arrested. You're a concerned citizen asking about what happened.
I think that would be suspicious. But each to their own, I suppose.
Do you a cup of coffee while we wait for the sandwich?
Oh, it's actually just occurred to me. I completely forgot. I have some prior arrangements I need to get to.
Well, no, please, you should wait and see. We could give you a ride in that carriage after.
Oh, that would be lovely, but I really must be off. I'm already late as is.
Roll
Thank
a deception check. Him. That's close. All right. Just 1 second. There's something I wanted to give you.
Hmm?
He goes back out the other door. Has the other guy watch the desk.
And while he's getting up and leaving, I'm going to quickly run a detect thoughts.
Is Hex a noticeable spell when it's cast on you?
Only once it actually physically impacts you.
Okay.
What am I getting off his surface thoughts as he's leaving?
Shit, I gotta keep your. I'll be right back.
The guard's watching the desk, not me.
He's at the desk. It's not that big of a room. So basically, he walks over from the left door to the desk.
I'm gonna go ahead and we're going to try and be subtle here. I'm gonna use sleep on the guard at the desk.
Okay. He's just kind of sitting on the desk next to you. Ooh.
You have 24 or less HP.
Let's see. That is. He just kind of sits there and looks at you. Like, so what kind of sandwich? Boom. Out on the table.
I am going to skulk off.
All right, so you come out the front door.
Let me give you a stealth check. If there's not a side door, actually, there should be a side door. She'll look for like a side door she can go through.
Sure. You kind of try to find a sneaker way. It's unfortunately it's just the main door you came in unless you want to like go out through any of the other areas you haven't seen yet.
Just gonna.
But you can like go out and then just like kind of move off onto the street if you want, though. It's not like a highly secure outdoor location.
Yeah, she'll kind of peek out the front door. If she doesn't see anyone, she'll skulk about into the.
I mean, there's people about, but you're not like an escaping criminal. There's no one like chasing you or making a big scene. You're just someone walking out of a building.
And I suppose before I walk out, I may as well change my disguise. We'll go with red hair, green eyes, different set of clothes.
Sure. So like as you're walking through the door, you like enter through the doors on one side, and as the door swings open from the other view, you look different.
Yeah. And she'll just go ahead and move into the crowd.
All right. As you kind of start walking off and joining foot traffic, you see the 4 horses kind of come up and stop in front of it, and you see them all proceed in.
Are any of them within 30 feet as I'm walking away?
I mean, yeah, if you want to be as they're kind of like entering in as you're leaving.
What kind of surface thoughts am I getting off them?
They seem to be coming here to arrest someone.
Okay, they were certainly here for me. I'm out.
What should I do with this guard?
He's probably actually just getting a sandwich.
Do you think he would know?
He's getting the sandwiches right now.
Do I think he would know what? I doubt he would know. The captain seemed pretty secretive of it. He seemed very eager to keep me there.
Well, you're guilty by association.
I guess so. This is certainly going to make it harder to get the other 2 out. I think some more subtle methods are going to be required. The transfer idea certainly seems like the best route.
Okay. I'm gonna interrogate this man here.
He seems like a nice kid. Don't go rough on him. No dismembering limbs or fingers.
Sorry, I think I chose the wrong word. I meant just have a chat with him.
Okay, we both know that's code.
No physical harm will come to him if no physical harm will come to him.
Good. Also, if you want, pick up that sandwich for me.
Hmm.
I'll meet you partway.
Yeah, you're not too far from where they were, anyways. But yeah, he seemingly gets a bag of food and exits the building and just.
Excuse me.
Oh yes.
Um, I s- I saw people. Was yesterday they were dragged out of the inn, correct?
Last night.
Technically, it was early this morning, but more or less, yeah, it was the evening prior.
I heard that some people were arrested this morning.
You know what? You're like the second person in an hour to ask me about that. To tell you. Yeah, no, I don't really know. I didn't get on shift until earlier this morning.
Oh.
But yeah, I know there's a bunch of people back there right now, but I'm not much about it.
Do you know why they would were arrested?
Not really specifically. I think my boss said something about like a theft or something like that. No, nobody tells me anything. But I'll tell you what, and you kind of look and he looks down at one of them. See that one right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's a toasted blat with basil aioli. That one's mine. That's all that matters today. And tears up, wipes it away.
Oh.
But I need to get back. There's important people waiting on this lunch.
You didn't mind if I help? Free time today? You seem nice to chat with.
Oh, sorry, it's very official business. I'm a guard.
Oh, I can tell by the uniform.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's only me.
Well,
But I gotta get back. They told me to get the sandwiches and hurry back.
all right. Sorry for taking your time.
Oh, it's not a problem at all. Hey, if I see you around later, maybe we could stop and hang out or something.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
And he'll just kind of like start running down the road.
No, he didn't know anything, but they are back there. Also, you'll have to get your own sandwich.
That's alright.
All right. So do you guys reconvene with the rest of the group? What do you guys do?
Two of us will really meet up.
Also, may have a way of getting a uniform.
Hmm?
Wondering if you would go out in uniform.
You got really quiet for that one.
I know. I was I was very quiet with that. She was talking to herself. That seemed nice. Asked if we could hang out.
So about thinking of like a date situation and then swipe his uniform? Or
Yes.
perfect.
Or have someone swipe his uniform for me, because it would be suspicious if I stole it.
Of course, I'm sure I could manage to make it disappear.
Let's hope they are not transferred out too early.
Hopefully not, but I get the feeling they'll be there for a bit. If nothing else,
If anything, you being there and alerting them that there were people they missed might make our transfer order, more valid.
also
Good
means that
job.
the others are probably in danger. We should probably meet up and warn them.
Yeah, we probably should.
And now we'll run off to go meet up with the others.
All right. As you guys go to reconvene, do we have anyone to pick on for D100, or need to pick on one of these people, Oak?
One of us, I think. There's only 4 shown in chat.
Let's see. Given home base advantage, I'm going to let you roll this one, Oak.
$35.
Okay. So as you guys are kind of sitting there, you start heading towards kind of the center of town to meet up. And the sky goes from being like a very beautiful, clear day to like a very overcast, cloudy, and like darkening day.
Thank you for the bits. Appreciate that.
Like rapidly over a large scale, like the entire valley that you can see.
Be right back.
Okay. So as you guys reconvene.
I'm glad you're all okay. So interesting news.
Serena! You hear in your head. It happened! Right towards town, just like I said. And then his sending ends. You could reply if you want, though. Douglas.
He managed to reach her. Wait, what? Do you mean the necromantic thing? Where are you?
That. Actually, what? Can I use it again? Seemingly no more talkie.
Okay, so 2 things. Apparently Douglas has sensed it again. Also, apparently the gods are on the lookout for us. The other team has been arrested for murder and theft.
Well, they did get a look at Vash's body, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Tattoo.
I suspect so. I don't know how much they know, but the man that got my memories also did touch Vash, so certainly aware of the association of all of us.
Yeah.
I don't know
Okay.
how much they know, or if they just want us for questions, but if they're arresting Tipsy Fox members for murder, I can only assume that either they're coming to wild accusations, or
Alrighty, I'm back.
given the placement of the horses, some people were coming into the prison. I wonder if there's any affiliation between members of the council and the supposed necromancer.
Well, I mean, I won't put it past Mustache Guy. What did Douglas say to you? Did you share it?
She said that he sensed it again. He wasn't very
Can
specific.
Misfit activate his racial detect magic to see if he can pick up anything?
For detect magic? Sure.
Yeah, he's gonna do that because As far as we know, that's all Douglas is doing, was wandering around detecting magic.
From what you can tell, I mean, nothing specific that you can pick up on. No, like strong signal, other than the things you would already expect, like your magical items and things like that.
Okay.
And one yellow flower sitting under the tree.
Well, he's at the well. If he hasn't deviated, he should be at the Blackwoods. And if he says it's coming from town, man,
That's north to south.
everywhere I try sensing undead, I get undead, so I can't really narrow anything down either.
If he's up by the Blackwoods, she's gonna kind of orient herself to where that forest or that manor should be. Does it intersect with anything interesting?
So basically, if you look at that map right now, he's somewhere kind of in this direction, more or less. So he actually would be like,
Which means the cone's kind of like this for us.
well, he exited. He's going southwest.
Yeah,
so
but he's looking back towards the town when he sent that message.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
So
looking
it's
back.
kind of like
Somewhere from in there.
Well, if I
Yeah.
assume the mana, okay, so assuming more from like that direction, does it intersect with anything interesting?
It seemingly is pointing back at town, the direction it's kind of coming from, based on where you know the Blackwoods to be. Plus, he said he was going to the play this evening. It must be town or something in that direction behind it.
Send him another message yourself.
Mm.
I guess we could
One
meet
moment.
him at the play. We have tickets.
I thought we gave the tickets back, or we gave 2 tickets back.
We have 2. I still have 2 tickets.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you sold them.
I sold 2 of them because there were only 2 brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we only have 2 tickets?
We only have 2
4.
tickets right now.
Now we have 2.
We had 4 total.
Gotcha.
We are bribing you to not kill us.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want to hold on to one, Amy? You think you're going to have time?
You can always see if there's anything Marius can do remotely too, because you do have Bram. Marius is actually not too far, because where Douglas's cottage is, all the Blackwood estate, the other places like the theater west of his house.
All right. She'll send him a message. Well, can you narrow down where it's coming from at all?
How did Serena get the message?
Good question. I don't have an answer to that.
Miss immune to divination magic.
Do you remember where Douglas got his power from?
No, I know.
No, I know. I'm just curious if all of you remember.
I don't think I was ever told.
If you were on the star, you should know.
I'm going to assume it's not magic.
No idea.
Is she getting a reply from him?
It says you send to him?
Yeah.
He gets your message. What did you ask him? I must have not heard.
Can you narrow it down?
She asked,
More or less.
"Where are you? Can you narrow down where it's coming from?"
I'm kind of west of my house, up on the hill. It felt like could roll an Arcana check. 24. Maybe it's like the backside of town. It doesn't feel like it was like the eastern side of town. It felt more western than eastern.
Would you say toward the prison?
Um,
No, actually, hold on.
no,
I can't. Well,
no.
he says, I forgot it wasn't like an open communication.
Yeah.
He said it feels more like it's around the back western end of town. He's
Like where the school is?
perhaps. Is the school in the
School's
back western?
school's at the northern side of town, on the outskirts.
So the school's more up here. He's sensing it more like over here.
It's like, well, he's saying a big area, so he's basically saying like this area right in here. It doesn't feel like it's over here, but it could be like in this side of town. But the school would be like in the back of the mountain here. There's several other things in here as well, but yeah. So he's basically kind of excluding the eastern kind of front quarter of the city, so to speak.
Well, it's at the very least a point we can start searching.
So at this point, who do I want to pick on? How about we pick on? I think this is a good troublemaker. Oh, the 100 Amelia.
That almost was bad.
Oh,
No change.
For us.
That was for you guys. That's a very good roll to get that on.
That's good. Well,
All right, so where are you guys heading to as you're in town? Because some of you look like yourselves. I think Misfit's wearing a hat, and Serena's got on a disguise. But other than that, I think Amelia, you just look like yourself because you look different when you came in.
So, before we run off, does anyone want a disguise, or you're going to more swamp to the shadows?
I don't know how much makeup's gonna cover up. And I gesture to my hair.
A hair dye will do wonders.
yo, apparently Serena likes to do things the hard way. A wig works wonders.
You got one of those?
I have 3.
Give me a red one.
I give you the red one I came into town with.
All right, I'll wear a red wig.
Nice. All right, so you do your best to make a disguise. What about? Oh, Marius isn't here. He doesn't have to worry.
Oh,
Now, what about our blue friend here?
well, I mean, if somebody chases after me, I could just like turn into a rat and lose them.
Oh, and
Plus,
what? All tieflings look the same to them?
obviously, Serena, he's got a hat on. He's fine.
I don't know if the race card is going to work too well, but alright. Let's all try not to get into too much trouble. Let's go see if we can't find anything.
We also might need to find out sooner or later.
Well,
Zoop might be in trouble.
Alright. You're right. 2 of us will head back, try and get the other 2 out. While you'll work on trying to find whatever it is he's feeling.
Should we check out their room?
Be a horrible idea.
Because they were
It's
all
on the way.
staying in that room.
It's on the way, so we can have a look. Good luck, you three.
All right, so you guys head back to the jail.
We're gonna stop by the room first.
Sure.
Oh, whoops.
Yes.
All right.
All right, so you go back to the Rusty Tinkered Inn really quick. You go check out the rooms. Doors are closed.
Are they locked?
Seems so.
Did you say don't seem so or seem so?
Oh, they do seem like they're locked.
She's gonna go ahead and. Well, first she's gonna listen to see if she hears anyone.
And listen for a second. Go to the other door. You don't hear much anything.
Then she's going to pick the lock.
Sure. Roll a Thieves' Tools check. All that practice, Vel, got you. Flip that thing like it's nothing. You open up, the room is empty, beds are made. No personal effects of any kind.
Well, either this place has already been cleaned up, or people have it ransacked in this place.
Which means
It's
I'm
been-
pretty sure the whole team has been captured.
That's very possible. We're going to definitely have to get our way in.
And you could ask all the people that are here.
True. At the very least, the bartender should know.
Yes, they should.
Well, it is about lunchtime. What say you? Shall we stop for lunch here? Get a drink, have a chat?
Sure.
We'll head downstairs to the bar.
Hmm.
For some lunch, chat up the bartender a bit.
He seems a little bit groggy, but other than that, he's in pretty good spirits. What do you guys want?
Salad for me would be lovely.
He kind of rubs his eyes and kind of puts his finger in his ear and kind of tries to clean it out. A what?
What do you have?
Meat? Soup? Bread? Cheese? And then more meat. Oh, and wine. And ale.
I'll
Okay,
have the more
just-
meat with some bread.
Ah. That I can do. If you want, I can go see if there's any leftover horse feed in the back if you really need some greens.
No, some cheese and bread would be fine, thank you.
Gotcha.
Oh, and what was with that commotion this morning?
Oh, yeah, I know. I was actually closing last night. I couldn't sleep this morning. I'm still just kind of, seemingly, there's a group of thieves that were based out of here for an operation. Big incident at, I think it was Adventure Brothers. I saw there was some damage there when I was walking by today. But
That was pretty nasty yesterday.
yeah, they rounded them all up last night.
All of them.
Yeah, I
How
was
many?
trying to. They had them out front. There was. He starts going through the list. He's like, I think it was 5, 6, 7 of them or so.
7. Ooh, that was a big operation.
Yeah, it must have been. Apparently posing as guild members or something, or if they're from a guild, I'm not 100% sure.
Which guild were they pretending to be from?
I think they're from Tipsy Fox. Not sure. It doesn't sound quite right, but who knows? With the world these days, kind of looks up at the sky and shrugs.
Yeah. What you gonna do, right?
That's what I say.
Actually, can I get some ale with my meal?
We'll go ahead and pour it. Your meal and ale together is probably like 5 silver total.
Mhm.
Nothing fancy, but it does the job. Also, you're kind of thinking, you're like doing the math in your head.
Mhm.
Zoop's group doesn't have that many people in it.
No, it does not.
Yeah, like 2 extra people in there unless Zoop came back.
Shall maintain the two of us being mentally connected, so we can have the conversation in private. So, well, things don't quite add up. Who are the extra people?
Real quick, while you guys think about that one too. Everybody else. So basically, Vel, and Vel.
Yeah.
What's your goal at this point?
We were put on search party team,
So you're gonna go
And there was-
search for
and there was a
Curry.
giant necromantic ping allegedly in the city. Is what the assumption is. I guess Val would probably expect it not to do anything. She would do a primeval awareness just to double check. That's a mile radius.
1 mile?
Yep. But it doesn't really, unless you want to give it to me, it doesn't really give me strengths. In between them. Misfit
It
would
just tells you for
probably,
the.
yeah, Miss would probably be running around with detect magic on, trying to see if he gets like any like really weird pings.
Mhm.
That's about the 2 things we could do. Val will probably be tailing Misfit around.
Because you are in your own group, I also need you to roll a D100. What the fuck, you people in these damn rolls?
We're avoiding the cops. We're really good at it.
No, you're not avoiding that. You're avoiding something far, far
Worse than
better
the
than
cops.
them. Okay. Unfortunately, the detect magic doesn't really pick anything up. Like occasional blips here and there of like minor magic or like small items people may have. If you end up going past like the school, you still get the wall like it was before. But nothing that kind of sticks out. It's really kind of hard to go. For your primeval awareness, you detect basically the same stuff you did. There are undead present. Don't believe there's any devils. What's my list again?
Let me get that for you.
Okay. No aberrations. No celestials. No dragons. Would there be an elemental here? Nope, no elementals. There are fae. There are fiends. And there are undead.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about the most exciting thing you guys figure out.
Here's the thing. I'm going to bring up another.
I'll be right back.
Wait. Oh no, this one doesn't have a blocker for material. Oh shoot, that means they still could be beneath us. Western end of town. It is quite on the west side of town.
And Quaid's like, yeah, he's kind of like near the tip of that red cone.
Okay. I mean, that's the only thing I can really think of is like, hey, Quaid, something's weird going on. Do you have any way of tracking undead? That's about it.
You can certainly do that if that's something you wish to do. You do know where he lives.
Bram's still with us. Hey, Marius,
Yes.
I mean, are you picking up like any strong necrotic stuff through Bram or like a ritual somewhere?
I typically don't have that kind of sensory, and then I think to just a mental projection of Bram. Is there anything you can sense?
He'll like go and do some circles. After he kind of checks it out for a little bit. Sorry, boss.
Nothing that he can pick up.
Although I will say, because you are flying, go ahead and roll a perception check with advantage, because I'm assuming he's in his flying form.
Of course.
I just want to see if he picks up what they've been dodging this entire time.
Does he get the what's what I'm looking for? Advantage on that one, or
Yeah,
just
he
a
gets
regular?
advantage on this one.
Does or does not?
Does.
Okay, let me click the button. And I have perception for him.
All right, that's actually really good. You don't notice anything. However, you do notice, it seems, and you didn't see them before, only once it got darker. There are people walking around that you don't really recognize from walking around in town. They look like very well dressed. There's some like fancier dressed guards. Their numbers have kind of increased, and these people seemingly are walking around town questioning people as well.
Oh, the private police.
Yup.
I'll relay that info.
Well, do you remember the guards, the private police were already out asking people. These people are very different. They look similar, like the ones that you can tell are guards or soldiers have same colorations of what those guards have. They just look fancier. And then there's some people in like straight up like noble attire.
That are asking around?
Yeah.
Oh, this is BWLTD.
This is fine.
But yeah, thankfully to your rolls, by whatever luck you guys live by, you did not come across a single one of these people.
I think Quaid is my current best bet with the knowledge I currently have, other than just abandoning this mission and going to the mountains with Misfit for Zoop. Which does not sound like something I want to pull our characters into. So I think I will be going to Quaid, because I haven't found anything.
Sure. So you and Misfit head over that way with Bram.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so as you're heading back in that direction to go sync up with him, Team Jailbreak, what's your plan? Or what are you guys doing?
So, if the higher ups aren't there, we could also try and just brute force this. The captain will likely be there. You might be able to persuade him to let them go.
And what do you mean by persuade?
I mean compel. What do you think I mean?
I mean, persuade can mean so many things.
I'm not thinking of holding a blade to his throat or threatening him, if that's what you're referring to.
I don't know how this group operates in these kind of situations.
I'm thinking something a bit more subtle.
Like?
I just told you, we compel. Do you have suggestion? Or something again too?
Double check. Suggestion? No, I do not.
The alternative is we dress you up and get some lunch for everyone and throw a small party for the guards in celebration of their victory while I skulk in and sneak the others out. But You'd have to keep everyone distracted at that point. It's either that or you need to arrange a date with your guard friend so we can get his armor.
Going now. Flirt with him a little.
You were quiet there.
I can go in now and flirt with him a little.
Bucks?
Or go a little later. Very quick question. How old did that guard look?
Young 20s.
Okay, that's fine.
Just watch out for the captain.
Why? I don't intend to tell him I know the prisoners.
Okay, I only said I knew the one. I informed him I didn't know of the others.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys get to the jail,
Mm-hmm.
or the building where the jail resides, there is a fancy looking carriage in front of the jail at the moment.
Oh.
Looks like things are on high alert. Well, you can certainly try chatting up the guard, but we would need to be extra careful. If it's who I think it is, I don't think any of our trickery is going to work on him.
It should be fine.
At this point,
Mm-hmm.
you watch as like a couple of those more fancy looking guards come out. Two of them are holding on to a humanoid that has a sack over their head that is being let out of the building. You can tell it's definitely not Fumble.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely like it's an average size humanoid. And then walking behind them, you see three individuals. One are kind of a younger looking male and female, maybe early to mid 20s, pale skin, silver hair. And then there's a much older looking man, maybe like 70s, early 80s, that has the same color silver hair as well. Dressed in very fine clothes, and they're kind of walking out towards the wagon in front.
Oh, that's curious. Who do you think that mysterious person is?
You mean the mysterious noble person or the mysterious bag man?
Both, really.
Haven't a clue.
I get the feeling the Nova might be one of the Blackwoods. Does she notice any insignias on them? Any crests? Or on
It's
their
kind of
carriage?
hard to make out the details. They do have something. Like I said, hard to make out the details, but they're all wearing the same one. From what you kind of remember, it kind of looks like what you've seen on the armor as well.
So, do we rescue that one? And if so, how? Because it seems like we've got limited time.
I'm not very the confrontational type, and I really don't want to make enemies of the guards, especially
Right.
ones well funded.
I might be able to get some information out to some of the guards here.
Are you making a move on the wagon, or are you waiting until they leave?
How close are we to the wagon?
So you'd be off to the side of the building, kind of looking from cover, I would say. And then they're in front of the main entrance. So right now, there's like a driver at the wagon right now. There's 4 guards coming out with 3 people, and then the one guy with the hood.
Is he the right height for any of the people that were in the Tipsy Fox Guild?
Roll a history check with advantage because you did teleport into their room recently.
Yup. My low rolls bite me in the ass.
Can we go to think about it? No, maybe that. It's hard to say. They only have the one human who's the wizard who dresses in blue.
But
Everyone else is kind of shorter or taller.
Could be the blue wizard.
Oh, if it's to be Fox, we gotta do something. Are you able to teleport people?
Not without touching them.
Can you get close without being seen?
No.
No crap.
And he needs to consent to the teleport.
You could use your abilities like you were earlier to read the surface thoughts of the person with the bag on their head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I was asking how close he was.
I mean, you could get there. You're in disguise.
If I can get close enough, yeah, I'll use another detect thoughts. Start reading some minds.
Sure. So as they kind of already load him into the cart, go ahead. Are you doing a force one or just surface?
She's gonna do a quick surface off everyone. If
You get nothing off the 3 individuals with the silver hair. You do get hit off the guy with the bag on his head, though.
All right.
Shit, I never should have got off that damn boat.
damn boat. I mean, you can't see her, so yeah, we'll push a little bit. We'll try and figure out what kind of boat
The
he's
guy
on.
with the bag on the head,
Have a
not a
good
big
night,
issue.
Hilarious. And thank you for the follow, Dino.
Give me.
He needs to make a DC 16 Wisdom save.
Let me get his card out. You said wisdom?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. 14 plus 0, 14.
All right.
What can you glean from your first dive?
Let me read. Note exactly what it is.
I will also note, though, as you do this, you just see they're kind of sitting in that carriage waiting to go, and the younger male with the silver hair just kind of like looks over at you and smiles.
Kind of a raised eyebrow.
I'm not standing next to Serena.
Detect bonds. You can initially learn surface thoughts. If you probe deeper into the target, must make a wisdom saving throw. Fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something that it worries over, loves, or hates. Succeeds, the spell ends. So,
So what he's currently worried about most, he seems to work for some organization that he's afraid is out to kill him. He had escaped from a boat, almost got recaptured, and then got recaptured here. And he's afraid that these people are going to find him and kill him.
I'm gonna kill that man.
Yep.
Apparently this is some form of escaped convict. That he escaped, evaded capture, then was captured here, and he's worried they're going to kill him, but I don't think he's one of ours.
I was not given enough information to know who this man is.
All she got off him as well.
You got more off of that. That's
Well,
pertinent.
she got he got up a boat as well.
That is very pertinent information, but you didn't give it. Hmm.
I
Not
don't
one
think
of
it's
ours?
something to. No, just some convict from, I'm guessing, maybe one of the mainland prisons or something. Or an island
Hey.
prison.
Why mainland prison?
They said something about a boat.
Oh,
At this point, the
Yeah.
wagon starts kind of trotting away from you guys.
What, you know them?
That mill waves goodbye to you as well, Serena.
Just kind of smile and waves. He so saw through my disguise.
And then you look as the opposite angle goes. You see the girl who kind of looks like him sitting, and she's just like glaring.
Oh.
But it does not seem to be any of the Tipsy Fox members.
I might have to talk to someone.
Hmm?
Well, Sandy.
No, don't worry about it.
Velmer, if you're reading this letter,
Why would he send me a letter?
you're the one who let him go.
What? No, he ran away.
Oh, it's not important. Don't worry.
He didn't even know my name.
Well, I suppose that means the security is probably laxed.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
What?
want to float?
Oh no, this is more. Hey, what would you consider a performance?
What are you trying to do?
Pretend to be interested in flirting with this boy?
At the guard, it'd be more of a persuasion check.
Well, no, I have a feat called enthralling performance.
Oh, explain.
Is this the whole thing? Yes.
I mean, yeah, you could try using bard magic.
Yes. I want to hit everyone available in that room if there is one.
Power to move you. Okay. Yeah. I mean, as far as you know, there was only 3 guards in there. I'm pretty sure your DC covers at least 2, if not 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Gonna go in and act.
Sure.
If the boy is in there. Before she enters, take off. Oh wait, no. Does Misfit have my hat?
Yes, he does.
All right. Yep.
You go in. He's not currently in this room.
Are you doing your thing? Want me to procure you a uniform?
You can.
Let me know when the distraction starts.
As anyone who's at the front desk.
Still 3 people, just a different 3 people.
Ah. Excuse me.
You just watch as they kind of like stare off into space and don't seem to respond.
Oh. Well, they're distracted.
Oh. She kind of like peeks her head into the door.
Yeah, they're all just kind of like Da-dee-da-dee-da.
I'm just gonna walk back into the back room.
Which one? The one behind them, the one to the left, or the one to the right?
Do you know where the prisons are? Or the holding cells?
All three guards point their hands to the right. So if you're facing them, the right door. If you're in their point of view, the left door.
Which is hilarious because I asked Serena.
Mhm.
So, do you have?
Did you ask? What did you say? You got cut out.
We
Could you
didn't hear
borrow
you.
these?
We didn't hear you, Silver.
Oh, do you know
We
where the
missed-
keys are?
That's what I thought you said. One of them just holds up the keys in their hand.
Thank you. And I'll just kind of like gently, with my finger, pull it out of his hands.
Serena will just kind of shrug, and I suppose the two of us are going into the back room.
Yep. And you make your way. There's like 5 more guards that are like this as you walk through here. They're all just like in this stupor.
Just kind of whistle down the hall, spinning the key ring around my finger. Are our friends in here?
You find this secure holding cell. There's a couple of normal holding cells.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like a metal door at the back.
I'm going to guess they're in that one.
I
They're
will
in the secure.
knock on the outside of the door.
Nothing.
Is there a way to view inside?
Well, you can open it. It goes into like another set of cells. It's already cracked
Oh.
open.
Gotcha. I'll open it.
As you open it up, there's 2 guards sitting in there that are just kind of staring off. Like you almost think they're looking at you, but they're just kind of in a daze in armor.
Serena,
And
staying out here just in case they try and close the door.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
as you go inside, all of the members of group, less Zoop, are currently here in the same stupor. And then you see an individual with kind of these red tattoos and red hair. Kind of looks like that guy Douglas told you about, Edgar. That's also sitting in the cell in the same stupor.
Edgar. Is Edgar his friend?
It's his best friend. He lives with Edgar.
Oh.
They're in the same guild. They're in Leah's guild.
Got you. Oh, Serena, could you be a dear and procure some transportation for us?
What kind of transportation are you thinking? I can look for some of the courts out front.
We have Zoop's group and Edgar here. Maybe.
Oh, they're going to be thrilled. All right.
They're also in a stupor.
She'll kind of peek in, refresh her connection, and then she's gonna make her way out front. Yeah,
I
suppose. Disguised as a guard.
Unlocking the cells.
So you walk inside?
Yes.
No, not you, Serena.
She walks outside.
Are you in the front desk right now?
She went into the back, but didn't go through the second portion.
Okay, so you're there. So as you're kind of walking out, you hear one of the guys at the front desk. Oh, sorry, miss. Did you say something?
Fuck.
You've got seconds before they break out of their stupor, I think.
Lovely.
I was just wondering, how tough is it being a guard here?
It's exhausting. At least sometimes I feel like I fall asleep on my feet.
Oh, that sounds awful. Here, she's gonna pull up a chair. Tell me about it.
I
It's
cast
a-
silence
Sure. On something you're holding, or what do you cast it on?
in the room I'm in.
Okay. So you cast silence on it. What are you doing, though, other than that?
I'm gonna. Are the guards standing next to each other?
The 2 guards are at the end of the hall just standing next to each other, like staring off. They're not doing anything at the moment, but you have no idea how long that's going to last.
Oh, okay, then let me rephrase. Excuse me, gentlemen. Do you mind waiting outside?
They're still in the super.
No, I was hoping they would walk out of the room.
They're kind of like locked in place.
Uh,
They can kind of like move a little bit and kind of like make some sounds and responses.
is there an empty cell?
Oddly enough, there are. There's one extra empty. There's there's 6. There's 2 empty cells in here. One looks like it recently had someone in here.
Is it open?
Actually, it is because it has
Cool.
not been cleaned yet.
I would like to throw the 2 guards in there and then cast silence.
All right. What's your athletics?
Athletics is 3.
All right. Roll 2 athletics checks.
Oh,
As you try to like start pushing these guys in there.
First one. Second one.
Okay. The first one takes you a considerable. You finally get him in there. The second one, you just are a little bit more angry and you kind of are a little more forceful with. But yeah, you get him in there.
Then I cast silence.
Okay. So you got silence.
Preferably catching their entire cell.
Yep. Easiness. I think silence is 10 or 15.
120 feet, isn't it?
No, the radius of the
no.
bubble. I think it's a 20-foot radius, isn't it?
I think it's like
It's 10 minutes
20.
and a 20-foot radius sphere.
Yeah, 20. Okay. Yeah, more than enough to cover the cell. You can cover like the cell, because the open ones are the ones closest to the door. So you can cover like the metal door and the cells themselves.
I would definitely try to hide my face from these 2 guards.
Sure.
And then
They won't
begin
remember.
unlocking. Unlocking.
Okay, so you're going to unlock the other people?
Yes.
You have thieves' tools?
I have keys.
Oh, yeah, that works too. So you just start going through one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. Yeah, it's easy enough. They're all still just standing there, though. Serena, you see more, you hear more and more people, like some people coming from the other rooms, just like yawning.
More and more people are waking. Your time is running thin. Once you're ready to leave, I can make a decision.
They're still in their stupor and they don't want to move. And I can only take one person with me.
You might be able to sneak them out the front.
They're not moving.
Yeah, he's got to come back. It's only a one-way path that he can come through. He's got to come back the way he already came.
So I was hoping that they would wake up and they can figure out a way out.
Can you move them?
Do you want me to carry them all out?
Well, if you could, I don't know, like maybe a guided walk?
How? How do you expect me to do that?
Well, you could try placing your hand on them, seeing if they follow you.
They don't. I had to move 2 guards.
Joy.
Do they have any anti-magical shackles on them?
Nope. They're kind of stripped of their gear, but they don't have any like magic provision stuff. However, it's at this point you see the 2 guards kind of starting to rouse and wake up.
Mm-hmm. I flip them off when they're fully awake. With my back to them. Oh, I have blue hair. That's a very dead giveaway.
That could be
Joy, if you can conceal yourself for a moment, I can try and get enough of a performance to maybe draw those guards out.
You mean the guards that I threw in a cell?
Oh, those 2, okay, yeah, they're not going anywhere, I suppose.
I'll try and stay out of sight of them then, and just wait for the rest to wake up, because they're waking up now.
It doesn't seem like we have much of a choice.
Yeah, they're just still sitting there.
I will try and get out of sight of the guards and just kind of wait until Zoop and group, or not Zoop, Zoop minus group wake up.
Are you going to hide in one of their cells with him in case someone else comes in?
Didn't think
Oh,
about that.
There was an extra cell.
I have keys, actually. That is a good idea. I'll have to look not equipped, but that's fine. Yeah, I'll go. No, Zoop and group have magic. I don't trust that. But yeah, I'll go in a cell.
Okay. So you kind of scoot yourself into a cell as well. After about 5 minutes, you watch as someone walks in from the outside. There he goes. And then he realizes he can't talk, and he goes back outside, and then 3 more people kind of come in, and you see them kind of opening the cell, and they're seeming to trying to explain. They try to explain, they can't, and they walk out. Everyone else is just kind of sitting there, and they're looking at them strange, and they just start closing the doors back on the people that aren't moving.
Yep.
Roll up deception check with advantage.
I would have hid some of my stuff.
No, that's fine. You get the advantage because, as far as they're aware, there's someone in this cell, or there should be.
Yep. Thank you, advantage.
Count checks. Count same. Every place there is someone in the cell, there is someone in a cell.
Bravo, laziness.
So yeah, they don't seem to think too much more into it. Everyone's full where they're supposed to be full. They help the other 2 guards out. They look about. Serena, you probably see them kind of looking about, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, miss. There seems to be an issue. If you can wait out front, sorry about that."
Oh, what's the problem?
We can't talk now. We have to go.
I think they might be on to. They said there's some kind of problem going on.
Oh, it's
They
too
want me
late
to
for
wait
me. I'm thrown in jail.
Come now.
They search for 10 minutes.
No, seriously, I am behind bars.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh,
So I need to get in there and break you all out, huh?
looks like it. Good luck.
Well, this doesn't end up working out, and you guys don't find anything within your search. Do you guys recontact each other, or do you have a mental link, or no?
I currently only have a mental link to Amelia. I know I gotta promote.
I would also say at this point, you're probably getting towards dusk. Just keep that in mind. It already was dark and dreary by the time dusk would be.
This is taking us all day. Okay, what's the situation like in there?
Did the 2 guards leave, or did they get replaced?
They do the 10-minute search around on high alert until the stealth meter returns to normal, and then everyone goes back to what they were doing. But yeah, so there's still 2 guards in here. And you're in a cell with a key.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else kind of starts rubbing their eyes. Oh man, you guys tired? Hey, Valis, how you doing down there? You all good? You're not up to any necromancy, are you? Hello?
Oh, they were talking to me, huh?
Uh-huh.
No, I'm perfectly fine.
You're not Valis.
I was that the guard who asked me?
It's Fumble.
I shush him and just glare at him.
You can barely see, like, you have to stick your head out because there's no sidebars. It's just front bars on these cells. And so he's like looking from the opposite corner on the opposite side.
Yep. I basically give him a death glare to shut the fuck up.
Oh, hey, kid. Oh, sorry. Hey, kid. How'd you get in there?
By accident.
You accidentally got arrested? Oh, man, us too.
Oh, no. Never got arrested.
Hey, have you seen Zoop? We were gonna get ready to go find him last night. We all got arrested, but we didn't see him.
Why are you guys still here?
Oh no, they're saying that we stole something or killed some people. Oh
Did
no, we didn't kill anybody. We think it has something to do with us visiting that old castle. Will you guys please? It's too. What time is it, anyways?
It's almost night.
God, I hate it when they do that. Oh, my head. Oh. You're new? What happened to the guy that was in there?
Abducted. But is it just us in the room?
It is just the Tipsy Fox group, less Zoop, Edgar, and you. Edgar's the one who's currently talking.
Oh, no guards?
Well, the two guards are kind of there, but they're doing their own thing.
Ah.
It's like a longer haul.
Mm-hmm. So, do you guys want to get out, or are you content staying here?
Oh, no, we don't want to get in trouble. I mean, they know who we work for.
Well, they think you might work for a different organization and are pretending to be Tipsy Fox.
I don't really know what's going on at all. I mean, we didn't do anything. We came back last night, we were tired, we went to bed, woke up and got arrested. Vel told us that Zoop was alone. We were trying to get out there and they caught us right as we got ready.
Do you think going to get Zoop is more important than staying here? Because last time we saw him, he was in a lot of danger.
What if he's in trouble?
He was being chased. Or wait, was he doing the chasing?
He was tracking the beast that did the killing at that farm.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he was tracking a monster.
We can't let him go on his own.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a small guy.
So, what do we do about Tweedledee and Tweedledum?
Oh, they took all of our stuff. We don't have any spellcasting components or focuses.
Uh-huh. Any of you good with using a musical instrument as a focus?
Not particularly.
Do you know where they're keeping your stuff?
Don't know. Edgar kind of looks over you guys. If you guys break out of here, they're going to come looking for all of you.
Mm-hmm. And what about you? Edgar, correct?
Yeah. Oh, I get arrested a lot.
And how long till they let you go, usually?
I don't know. It kind of depends. Whenever my lawyer stops by.
And your lawyer being?
Well, I think she's off tonight, but I'm sure she'll be by eventually.
Well, plus for me, I'm technically not supposed to be here, so I can leave whenever I please.
I'm not sure if that's how that works. I mean, I don't think any of us are supposed to be here. I'm being held for necromancy and murder. Pretty sure I've never done any necromancy. Just looks at you with this awkward like.
I smile at the omission of that second part. Oh, I've never done any necromancy either.
Getting out's not the hard part. Not being chased is the hard part.
Well, someone else occupied this cell before me.
Yeah, where did they take that guy, anyways?
They looked very noble, so probably Vardenhold or
Oh
more
yeah,
probably
no,
one of the
those are Blackwoods.
yeah, the Blackwoods took him. Lucky.
Yeah, I saw them as they came in, but that's about as much as I remember.
Uh, so you planned it. So you have a lawyer to get you out. What about the rest of you?
They kind of look around each other. They look back at you. They just all smile.
Oh, for the love of. I mean, I intended to break you out, but. Lawyer, huh?
We'll be okay. You gotta find Zoop.
Alright.
And we kind of said, he doesn't have his crayons either.
He doesn't?
No, they're with our stuff. He lost them. We found him, but without his crayons, he's pretty powerless.
He needs his glasses.
Do you. Oh, you don't.
Can't use my crayon magic.
Do you know where they keep the holding cell? Where would they keep crayons?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. I don't use weapons, so nothing much to take. What are they going to do? Take all my money?
Eventually. With how many times you need a lawyer?
No, yeah, no. I don't have much money. My lawyer kind of works for free out of pity.
Oof. So, I will need to pick up Zoop's. Oh, Misfit has some crayons. Hmm. That should be able to help him. So, is it any crayons or are they magical crayons?
Mm. And the blue wizard will kind of pop his head out. He does use enchanted crayons, but I believe he can use normal crayons as well.
All right, I guess we'll have to make a stop before going to rescue him.
I'll keep an eye out for these guys. Honestly, they're better off in here. If they're going to this extent, I mean, you guys are great, but you're no match. And he just kind of stops himself because he's much smarter than Douglas in this way.
Oh, please do tell.
Douglas is book smart. Edgar is street smart.
Oh, come on. You did that on purpose.
Kind of smiles.
Well,
Life's just
toodles.
full of special. Kind of just gives you a nod. Do you let yourself out or do you teleport out?
I dimension door out. Ooh, wait. Are the guards like completely not paying attention?
Oh yeah, they don't give two shits. Nothing ever really happens in this town. Like they find dead bodies, but like they hardly even have to arrest people that often. Typically, it's like a transfer through.
So what should I do with these?
What are you holding up?
The keys.
Oh, you know what? Why don't you let me hold on to those? You know, just in case.
I'll mage hand it over to him.
He kind of sit there. Thank you.
Toodles.
You watch he kind of holds it in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of glow, and then you just watch this key tattoo appear on his wrist.
Ooh. Vel might like to learn that from you.
I call it wrist pocket.
Interesting.
Get it? He points at his wrist.
Okay. Yes, you are street smart, but if you have to explain a joke, it's not funny.
All right, just go save your guild member. All right, that's it.
I dimension door out.
Do you notice his eyes glow a little bit red when you first zing him?
Amelia's eyes sparkle with mischief, and then she teleports out.
Yeah, easy enough.
Oh, Serena. Looks like Zoop and group are fine with being in jail for now.
What?
They asked us to go help Zoop.
They don't want to come?
They don't want to cause an issue because if they do escape, they'll be actually guilty of escaping.
Look,
I heard him
actual
join.
guilt is very relative with a corrupt system, that's all I'm going to say. They're wanted for murder. They're at the will of whoever runs this place, who doesn't seem to like us very much.
Well, then I guess you'll figure out how to get them out yourself. Cause I'm on my way back to the inn.
Joa, do they have any ability to teleport?
Nope, they have all their components taken.
Well, that can be solved pretty easily.
It's at this point you hear singing coming from further in the building, or from inside the building.
Was it a song she recognizes?
It seems to be like some sort of campfire song involving rounds of singing. Very annoying.
God. Oh God.
Oh, there,
The
that's
same
something.
It's
Are there
not Edgar's first time in.
those cells?
Not those cells specifically. No, the other cells, yes. They're in the bad boy lockup.
I also did leave them with the keys.
Yeah, that too.
That certainly will help. I should have sent you another wand, I suppose.
What? Oh, yes.
Do I have that spell?
What are you looking for?
I was trying to see if I have Unseen Serpent.
How you feeling, Misfit?
I'm eating soup.
Soup is good for you.
Approximately how far back was that set of cells?
In the front of the building? Like 200, 300 feet or so.
That's way too far for a mage hand to reach.
You could try to go through the side, but you don't have a way to cast into where they are. They seem to be in good spirits, though. Some of them actually have decent singing voices.
Almost like it's probably not the first time they've been arrested.
I suppose I am going to. I'm pretty sure I have spare ones. I learned from last time. yes, I do. I'm going to look to a random guard, and I'm going to use a bit of a suggestion.
Sure. So you wait until the guard's like approaching the front?
Yeah.
Sure. What do you have them do?
She's going to kind of the prisoners need this, and she's going to hand him one of the wands in the back.
DC 16?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure this is a fail. 14 plus nothing.
All right.
Okay. They just take the wand and start walking in.
And I will go ahead and walk away.
Excellent. Okay. So that one goes in there. You guys head back to the inn circle and regroup with the rest of the party?
Yep.
All right. So you guys reconvene. Your search not really yielding anything regarding what Douglas had felt. You guys don't break them out, but do find they are alive and that seemingly at least no one is taking them out of prison, which is always a good sign. But other than that,
have the means to escape themselves. We have provided them the tool.
yeah, they have the keys and they have a wand. or at least a prisoner in there has a wand. They're pretty much, you're trying to think. Yeah, they were probably the only people in there. All the wizards don't get arrested. Come on. All the evil wizards are smarter than that. You should be good. All right, as you guys reconvene, it is probably because your day started very late because it took you forever to go to sleep. So it's probably now like 7:00. So with the darkness that was already kind of made and the time of day, it is now dark outside like 100%.
Okay, to the mountains?
Oh, actually, I almost forgot. Did you want to? Were we seeking Quill's help beforehand or Quaid?
Well, I'll run that by Misfit now because I was running our group by myself.
Yeah, he'd be in the group.
Our task was Douglas got a ping of the ritual, and we were trying to find it. We couldn't really find anything. So my idea was, well, there's Quaid. We could go see if he has any way to track down necromantic rituals. So that's where I was going to have us go. But if you don't want to meet Quaid and you want to go to the mountains to start saving Zoop, we can do that instead.
Or you can meet Quaid and then group with the rest of the group and go.
I have a feeling she's too invested in eating soup.
That or putting a bowl of soup away, and it's just out of mic range.
I am here to observe. Proceed as you will.
Supervisor.
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 She lives.
I mean, I still don't think Quaid's the worst idea.
Or you could wait till everyone's there and then go see Quaid. Up to you guys when you do what that. Because you had some time while they were doing their stuff.
Yeah, it's probably better to meet up with everybody. Because it sounds like we are literally not going to find anything, no matter how hard we look. Yeah, we set up a meeting point and time, right?
I would assume so.
I would assume so, yes.
Yeah, Quaid's kind of a quack. I'll leave him alone.
Fair enough. So you guys reconvene at your meeting point back at the Rustication Inn at 7:00.
Well, we've provided them the means that they need. It seems we need to go rescue Zip there.
Apparently he doesn't have his crayons with him.
I have no comments.
I know. I didn't expect one.
I'm dead.
So he
So-
might not have all his magic. Misfit has some crayons, I believe, if I saw correctly.
That he does. So it's fine.
To the mountains.
Picking beast in the mountains. Yeah, okay.
Do you retrieve your warlock first as well? He's the opposite way out of town. You have his bird, though.
Marius, would you like to come as well?
Frank is going to need to. I don't think Bram's range is unlimited.
Isn't it?
Is a pretty ridiculous range because he has like every pet ability there is.
Back to the chain is pretty wild.
As long as it's on the same plane of existence.
But what about the shared sentences?
What do you want me to do?
Are you going to still be able to cast spells through him if you go too far away?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
more or less what
Yeah.
we're getting at.
As long as
Okay.
he's on the same plane of existence.
Yeah, unlimited.
Unlimited with caveats.
Just don't let the bird die. How hard is that?
Marius, are you coming?
I could hardly hear you. What was that?
Marius, are you coming? Nod for yes or shake for no.
He can talk through
Yeah,
the
I can
bird.
talk to him. Say he can, and he can stay. He can be invisible too if you need be.
Mhm.
Well, I'm more concerned if someone decides to shoot your bird. Bram, in all of his resistance, is not exactly the most durable.
It's whatever you want to do. Say,
If you
while
want
I
to waste
don't
2
relish
hours,
the thought of him being killed, he's not actually going to be dead, and I can bring him back.
That's not the concern. The concern is
Serena,
if he gets shot.
here's
you're
my
quite
concern.
upset.
I don't want to waste 2 hours going back to fetch him and bring him back.
That
Who's
too.
to say Zoop won't die in that time if he's not already dead?
Very well. Start making your way back to town, Marius.
Okay.
Keep an eye on things around here.
He may not want to go back to town either.
Yeah.
He's
safe
way
where he is.
he's way safer at Douglas's house. He doesn't need to come back.
He's in tree bunker at the moment.
I honestly think he's safer there.
Also within proximity of where Douglas is as well.
Yeah.
Very well.
All right. So also downside, we won't go too much longer because it is a week. We'll probably go like maybe 30 minutes and then stop. You don't actually know where Zoop is, so you're gonna have to get to the farm and then track him.
Yep.
Mhm.
And it's going to be very cold trail.
And the person who can talk to the dead and the spirits with the needle is not with you.
Yep.
Although it's down for today anyway, so it wouldn't really matter anyways. All right, so expediency sake out to the farm, or anything you guys want to do before leave town?
No, we'll head out to the farm.
All right. As you leave town, are you in your wagon at this point with your horses?
Sure.
Or
There's no
wagon
way.
with Misfit? Unattended horses could be tasty treats, you never know.
And the cart
take
might
the
be too
horses.
much attention as well.
Misfit's not here. He doesn't get to pull the carriage until she logs in.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Nice. All right, so we start hitching up the horses.
Let's see.
And okay.
Mountainous terrain is not exactly ideal for a cart and horses.
And
Do we just walk by foot then?
Hmm?
Do we just walk by foot then?
there's a road that gets us close enough.
Yeah, you basically take the road to the farm, and then if you need to go into the mountains, you can go on foot from there. Otherwise, it's going to take you 4 hours to walk there.
Yep.
Alright, let's make sure to leave enough feed for the horses.
Misfit feed some good berries.
No need to sound so disappointed in our choice.
Well, petting the horses at a great deal of risk here as well.
Why'd you buy him if you're not going to use him?
And they're for helping us from getting city to city. We're going to farmland and mountains.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave him on the side of the road. It'll be fine.
We'll see. It's also a trail, but whatever.
All right, Serena, let's just walk then.
I think that's the safer of the routes.
Well, have fun walking, because I'm not. And
We'll see you there then.
Yes, ridiculous.
Somewhere in the
Person
afterlife.
wants to spend 4 hours walking to get to a place where we will likely not even find a way to go.
We're going to find where to go.
You have way too much confidence in me.
All right. So it sounds like the majority rules on it unless Sarita wants to walk by, which I'm assuming she doesn't. So we'll take our wagon to the farm. So we'll flash forward. So it is now 9 o'clock by the time you hitch up the horses, everything you get there. So save a little bit of time, but you are now at the farm. What do you guys do?
She'll get out and start seeing if she can't find a trail.
Sure. Depending on what you guys want to look for, you're free to look around different things. Things that could be good, really depending on what you want. So you can do like investigation, survival, arcana, nature, things like that. It really just depends on what you're specifically looking for. But I'm grabbing a drink for maybe 1 second. Okay.
Pull this up, because I need
I'm just
to
gonna go
read.
for survival.
I will
Start
give
looking for
you a
tracks.
bit of bardic inspiration for survival. All right, Misfit, I know you're good at tracking.
Oh yeah, getting the sniffer out. I will spend a wild shape to go into dire wolf for the sniffer.
See, you need to go into like completely random ass creatures that she doesn't have ready that are like not effective, so we can just mess with Kate. I turn into a French poodle.
I turn into a sea turtle.
No.
There you go.
You turn into a oh wait, can he turn into a shark yet?
I mean, Misfit has definitely seen sharks. I don't think he can fly at this point, so he can turn into almost anything as long as the level fits. He just got flying, I think, from shape. Kate can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. Unleash the sniffer.
Unleash the sniffer. Are you actually giving me that inspiration dice?
Yes.
I guess I will use it. That's a 24 for sniffing.
Okay, so collectively you do find tracks leading away, including those of Zoop. Interesting. Hold on 1 sec. Oh, I already have it up. Why can I not see this? There we go. As you look at these tracks, they look lightweight. Like there's not a lot of weight being put upon them. They seem like a human foot, but more weight is put on the front. Like the heel is not touching as these things are running. And the toes have like these longer, sharper nails on them from the track, it would seem.
Walking like a dog.
So picture running on your tippy toes if you had like little sharp toenails coming out of your feet.
Only two? Oh, does only look like it looks like a bipedal creature?
Yeah, and the steps are apart. It looks like there's probably more than one, but like the gate between the step is quite sizable as well. Like they look like they were probably going pretty quick.
Here, my favorite target is beasts. Would I have knowledge of werewolves?
This is nothing to do with the beast, but I would say that's more of like a folklore thing. Roll a history check.
Okay.
I would say you have like a general knowledge, like you would have just lore of werewolves. You know that like werewolves are a thing and there's stories about werewolves, but nothing super in depth.
Okay.
You do know they exist though from just the guild you're in and the fact that you would have like that general level of knowledge, but yeah.
Oh, hey, does this count as mountainous terrain yet?
It's halfsy, so I'll give it to you.
While tracking other creatures, you learn their exact number, their sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area.
And this is now extended to 5 miles as well, right?
This
I
is
believe.
just I don't need to use a spell for this. This is just stuff I get for being in my terrain.
But because your primeval awareness extends too, right? Or am I
Yes,
confusing
but
with
I have to activate that with a spell slot.
Oh,
This is
gotcha,
just
gotcha.
innate ranger talents.
What's the rate, or just so? What's the
So-
radius you're working with?
Well, we are currently tracking a creature, correct?
Yeah, you are, and you have successfully done so.
One of the perks from Natural Explorer is while tracking other creatures, which we are doing, you
Uh-huh.
also learn their exact number, their
Uh-huh.
sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area while in your favorite terrain.
So, from the set of tracks you're following, other than the fact I'll give you the humanoids following them for free, it seems like there were 3 of these creatures that passed through here 2 nights ago.
3 of them. Oh, we're dealing with a small pack. I'm not 100% confident. I'm gonna glance around. I'm gonna see Serena has a sword at her hip. Why don't you take one of these, Serena? And she's gonna hold you out a silver longsword. Just in case the mythical happens.
All right, Ghostbusters. So you get to the farm. Who goes to the house? Who goes to the barn? Where are you going specifically? So the tracks lead out towards the mountain. Do you want to keep going that way?
Oh, I was just gonna follow the tracks immediately as we found
You
them.
absolutely
Yes.
can.
Yeah.
That was my intention.
Sure. All right. So you guys start going that way.
Because
Assuming Misfit at the front.
Yeah. Yes.
So like you and Misfit together up front, and then everyone else. Well, there's only 4 of us, so.
Also, difficult terrain won't slow down our group while we're doing this.
Nice. So I will say you kind of begin walking up, and it definitely gets more into the mountains where you guys go to look, and it looks like this cave system up in the hills, and there's like different caves throughout there. Not quite like hills have eyes hills, but close.
Okay. Do they seem to enter one of them at some point?
Once you get here, you see tracks all over the place, and there's much more than 3.
Oh boy, how much more than 3?
Well, I'm trying to think. So there's no real duration on your ability.
Not really.
I would say it's hard to tell the difference between them because they probably are based out of here. This is probably where they're residing, it seems. So I'd say, I mean, there could be numerous amounts, or they could just be running around a lot.
Okay.
But there's definitely heavy activity here. And you smell blood in the air as well.
Fresh?
Not necessarily fresh, but in some's enough to be noticeable.
Can Misfit make a test to see if it smells like goblin blood?
Yeah, sure. Roll a nose history check.
Oh boy. So advantage history? Or just
He's in dog
history?
form. I'll allow it. He smelled enough blood at this point. And unfortunately for Misfit, he has smelled goblin blood at close proximity before because of Hey You.
Oh yeah, hey you.
Doesn't smell like goblin blood. Smells like a bunch of different types of blood.
Okay. Yeah, now that we're more on let me see what this actually I need to reread this if anybody else wants to do something.
As you're walking, you hear this screech out in the woods, like up towards the hills.
What does the screech sound like?
Just like a high-pitched shrill shriek.
Does it sound like a person screaming, or does it sound like an animal?
Sounds more human than like an animal sound, but it's very high pitched and loud.
Like close?
Within like 500 to 700 feet or so, you'd imagine.
Okay. Well, I'm in my favorite terrain. I can move stealthily at full speed, so I'll make a stealth check and run off and check it out.
All right.
It's not bad. It's not the worst I've ever done.
All right.
So,
I'll
with
try.
double dashing, that's 90 feet.
Serena trips as she goes to fly.
So I'd say as you run up to the edge, you kind of lose Serena a little bit. You watch as you see this pale creature kind of like dragging. It's not a humanoid, it's like a deer or something,
Oh, okay.
but it's pulling it up the mountain. Like it's adhered to the mountain, going up the mountain. And then you watch it kind of carried up to the top, and then you just kind of watch it like sit there, and it snaps. Like you hear, like it breaks like the spine of this deer,
Mhm.
and then just starts like feeding on it. Bear with me one moment. Less clothing, mostly just skin, but you see this feeding upon that deer.
Oh, we found our undead.
And then you watch like another one come out and start feeding on it as well. But they don't seem to notice you.
Can I make a nature check to determine if these are more ghouls or vampires?
I will allow nature, history, or religion. Your choice.
Ooh. They are all the same.
You never know.
She knows exactly what these are.
I always pull at least one of those out, it seems.
Well, you definitely are leaning more towards the vampire type result here.
Okay.
As they currently, it looks like they're feeding on the blood, but they could be eating flesh too. For those of you who, this is what they look like. Less clothing though.
Okay.
That's cool looking. Looks like a Nosferatu.
Mhm.
Look like a Nosferatu.
With that nature check, would I know if they are an undead or?
Oh, they're undead.
Okay, good.
This is much more from your feeling like a feral vampire.
Okay.
Someone's not been taking care of their job.
What do you guys do?
I will probably attempt to sneak back to the group and inform them that we got vampires on our hands.
Sounds about right.
Phil and
Yeah.
Amelia,
Uh-huh.
you kind of have this brief recollection. Quite said something about vampires, and very specifically that Douglas had vampires.
Hey, Amelia, do you want to check in to see if we should mess with these things?
How so?
Ask our new best friend, Misfits buddy.
Ah, yes. I'm gonna cast Sending.
To Douglas?
Yes. There's a fine purchase.
Trying to count time. Unfortunately, we are in the end of the first act right now, and you find no purchase. It seems like potentially people in attendance may be interfering with such things.
Douglas seems preoccupied with not being sendable.
How are we going to supply?
We'll start looking to see if Zoop left anything to follow, and I'll start looking for Zoop's tracks again.
Advantage.
Advantage. Okay.
It's because you guys have been doing really good and it's still your favorite terrain.
Amelia, I am not yet great at this. What if the bards please give me an inspiration dice for this?
I can give you a D6.
Thank you, Serena. Okay.
You've got this, Val.
18.
And it's strange, the dirt here is like a little bit more red to it, but you do search around. But Bardic Inspiration just saved your ass, by the way, too. It's kind of hard. You could almost get lost in here very easily. And then you just see it's a charcoal drawing of the Tipsy Fox logo on one of the walls.
How did this work last time? Did you just touch it like this, and I'll try to activate the room?
Well, the last time it was a room. This is just a picture of the symbol.
Okay. Is it like inside a cave wall?
It's like on a wall up in front of the cave. So like it's got, there's nothing over it. It's like beginning to be a cave entrance. It's just like on like a side stone.
I will. Hang on, I need to read some fine print.
Turn the road this way.
I will point my finger down the cave a few times and try to cast a message and see if I hit Zoop and being like, "Are you in there? Are you in there?" 120 feet.
How far do you walk into the cave?
If I don't get any hits, I will begin just walking into the cave.
Okay, so I'd say from the entrance, probably not a hit.
Any recent vampire footprints in this cave?
In here?
Yeah.
You detect probably within the last 5 hours at least 3 coming in, or 3 going out and 2 going in.
Okay. There might be 2 in here.
Well, if they leave us alone, we'll leave them alone. Otherwise, be ready for a fight.
Okay. But yeah, I'll be trying to hit him with a message as we go into the cave, and I'm not stopping till we get a hit or hit the end of the cave.
Yeah. As you go, I'll say 30 feet into the cave, roll a D100.
That's a long shot idea. Serena's gonna take out some of her holy water and just kind of like dab some on her neck.
Nice.
That is a 5, I think.
Okay. Still no answer. As you go 60 feet into the cave, roll another D100.
28.
At the 60-foot marker, Zoop, here.
I'm gonna point back. How hurt are you?
Zoop, I have leg cramp.
Have you been bitten?
Zoop can't move.
Okay. I'm gonna keep approaching this direction I've gotten to point, and I'll like silently signal to Serena and the others to follow me.
She nods.
Somebody keep an eye on the ceiling.
Take a look.
Nothing so far.
I'm gonna be focused on the ground looking for Zoop. I expect these things can climb.
Almost assuredly.
Anything at the moment. Seems your luck holds.
All right. Look. Anything else I want to ask Zoop?
Zoop, what is your bank account PIN number?
1, 2, 3, 4.
creatures grab you?
Chase, Zoop. Zoop, hide.
Okay. Are you in a barrel?
Zoop in wall.
Okay. Did you get out of the wall?
Zoop, stuck.
Do we round the corner and see a goblin halfway in a wall?
You can continue into the cave as much as you want. You just hit him at 60 feet.
Yeah, I've been walking toward him this whole time.
Okay. So as you continue to go in, you get to the end of this cave you're currently in. And it goes to it kind of opens up, but there's no continuations of this path. Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Yes, but say Serena's gonna put her
And
hand
any
on
of
the
you can do
wall.
it at this point because you're all in the same room.
Does anybody want to give me aid? I have a +5. Oh, well.
I had already dropped the die.
I'll give you advantage or aid. I'll help you.
Well, and then let's try the lucky misfit.
It's kind of look around. Actually, Misfit in wolf form can roll perception for scent on this as well to assist, because that would be relevant.
Perception. Oh my gosh.
Misfit, your nose immediately goes over, and you go to this kind of crack in the wall, and you have no fucking clue how he got up there. He wedged his body up into this crack in the stonework, and seemingly cannot get out. Hello, Misfit.
Oh,
Zoop,
hi, Zoop.
what are you doing up there?
Zoop stuck. Zoop get very small when nervous. Get very puffy when anxious.
Can you get very small again?
Zoop cannot get small.
Hang on, little buddy, I got you.
Do you want to polymorph him into a rat?
I want to polymorph him into a rat.
I'm clicking the button.
Polymorph into rat. And you just watch this little rat kind of come out and stretch. It looks all cramped up.
Okay, well, we got Zoop. I think we should go.
Yeah, I'm not keen on lingering in a vampire's den.
Okay.
At this point, who do I want to pick on? I can't pick on him. He just left. Kate, I'm going to pick on you. Roll your own dice, D100.
Okay.
1 second.
D100, you say?
I need that guy to turn around and grab a drink. Let me know what we got when you got it.
It's also really funny that guy ended up there because he ran west out of Florin.
Ooh.
He came here after you. So, remember when Zoop talked to you, Misfit, and said he found your friend?
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't talking about Douglas.
Yeah, I rolled a 96.
Thank you, Misfit.
You're welcome.
I appreciate your honesty. So as you're sitting there in this room, all of a sudden, you feel almost like the oxygen's being sucked out of the room for a second. You just see this spark kind of swirling around. It's almost like firecrackers going off in a singular location, but no sound. It's just visual. And then all of a sudden, who would I pick on for this one?
I don't know, but Serena would be immediately on guard seeing that.
I'd probably do
Hand
this
on
to
her
Misfit. Misfit, you get this short-winded message from Douglas. It happened again! It happened again! I sensed it! And then all of a sudden, you just watch as, the sparks light up, and you watch 3 of these creatures come out from it. And it wasn't towards town.
Was it west of town by chance?
No, it's here. And it cuts off.
Oh.
Oh.
So you just watch these 3 creatures kind of crawl out. And they just kind of turn and look at you, and that's where we'll pause for tonight.
Yay.
The important thing is Zoop is now saved.
We got to.
We get to hang out too because he's still AFK.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And then Godzilla came, and he fought the Tarask, and we all lived happily ever after.
But you're missing red hair Val right now. You're missing out.
Well, for real?
Yeah, for real.
Dye your hair? Angry?
No, that's way too much effort, dude.
Angry mode?
No.
Blood?
No. You gotta think smaller.
Lice?
That's a bit too small.
Not quite that small.
We were wanted men. I put on a wig.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't immediately think of using a wig either.
Yeah, so basically what you can all just draw your own assumptions on is the local authorities got the first part of that security crystal from Adventure Brothers,
Oh, yeah.
which shows Vash in there. And so
Reggie, yep.
the downside is, had Vash not gone to see the city council, they would not know necessarily who he is. But because you and Vash were the ones that went there, he is easily recognizable as a Tipsy Fox member.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they're collecting all of you. They probably intended to get you, but any Tipsy Fox members at this point are all essentially the same.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
But at least they're safe-ish.
Ish.
Ish. Douglas, maybe not so much.
Really good that we decided not to go, hey, we had a council meeting. Let's show up late to that.
Yep.
You never know, though. That could have got you in trouble. You could have got arrested there.
Yeah, that's why I said it's a good idea we didn't.
We might have to have Marius go help Douglas.
Oh, Marius, we're wrapped up.
Do what?
We're done.
We wrapped up.
Okay, sorry, I had to go
You're good.
AFK,
We just
and of course, then when I'm done, then the dogs will say, "Hey, I want to go out, Dad."
I know how that one goes.
Okay, well, thank you for running tonight, sir. Thank you for everyone who joined us, and the follows appreciated. If you'd like to catch any of the replays, YouTube and Rumble are the place. Like, follow, shares are appreciated. And what's going on Friday?
I think
I'm
we got
stuck in a cave.
We have a couple of people
you
we
die?
need to see.
I'm stuck in a box of force.
He's under a mountain, locked in a force cage. Solomon is in the body of a dead elder god, Eyeball, trying to avoid being crushed to death. More successful. You are in the ethereal plane under this mountain, and everyone else had teleported to the town where your house actually is. Are we actually going to see our house?
Except
Only time will
for
tell.
Ari and Deft.
Oh yeah, you guys teleported to
Dragonfly.
Dragonclaw. Last time you guys went to Dragonclaw, it didn't go so well. Just going to point that out.
Was it
Instinct.
burning down?
That was where that date. That was where the overnight date went awry, and you almost blew up an inn.
Oh no, we're alone together again. This is bad.
Uh,
Oh no.
We'll look forward to that. So
I
join
do
us Friday
distinctly remember.
midnight Central, and see what kind of shenanigans happen there. And thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Have a good week. Night, everybody.
Night, everybody.
everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Right.
That in burning down.